Have you ever felt like life is pulling you in 1,000 directions at once? Deadlines press, people demand, and your own mind whispers, "You are not enough." In that chaos, you wonder, how did Marcus Aurelius, an emperor ruling a vast empire, carry the weight of the world and still find inner peace? The answer lies in timeless Stoic principles. And today, we begin uncovering 7 of them. Picture yourself at midnight, staring at the ceiling, drowning in unfinished tasks and invisible fears. Anxiety grows louder in the silence. You scroll through endless screens, comparing your life to others, and feel left behind. Marcus Aurelius, too, knew sleepless nights. But instead of despair, he wrote words that became medicine for the restless soul. His private journal, later called Meditations, was not written for the world, but for himself, a reminder to stay grounded when life threatened to crush him. Stoicism is not about suppressing feelings. It is about directing them, like a river given channels, instead of letting it flood. It teaches us courage when fear is loud, wisdom when confusion reigns, and peace when the storm rages. Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca did not live in quiet monasteries. They lived amid wars, politics, and personal tragedies. And yet, they found serenity. Their wisdom is not abstract. It is brutally practical, forged in the fires of real life. That is why it still speaks to us today. In this video, you will discover 7 Stoic rules drawn from Marcus Aurelius himself. 7 timeless practices to calm your mind, strengthen your spirit, and guide your actions. They will not erase the storms of life, but they will give you the anchor to stand unshaken. By the end, you will not only understand these rules, you will feel them, live them, and carry them into your day. So, let us begin this journey into the wisdom of an emperor who learned how to master himself before ruling the world. The first Stoic rule is this: focus only on what is within your control and let go of what is not. Most of our suffering comes not from reality itself, but from resisting it. The weather, the economy, the past, these are beyond you. But your choices, your actions, your attitude, these belong to you. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius wrote, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. These words are simple, yet they carry the weight of an empire. The emperor knew he could not stop wars, plagues, or betrayal, but he could control his own judgment, his own reactions. That is the essence of Stoicism, not to control the world, but to master yourself. Imagine a sailor caught in a storm. He cannot calm the seas, nor command the winds, but he can steady the sails, hold the rudder, and guide the ship as best he can. In the same way, Marcus Aurelius faced storms of betrayal, disease, and political unrest. He did not waste strength cursing the waves. Instead, he anchored himself to reason and virtue. And through this, he survived the chaos with dignity. And so today, you too can apply this rule. Do not waste your energy raging at traffic, politics, or the past. Instead, focus on the one realm no one can steal, your own mind. When frustration rises, pause and ask, is this within my control? If yes, act with courage. If no, release it. This is not resignation, it is liberation. To live by this rule is to reclaim your strength, just as Marcus Aurelius did 2,000 years ago. The second Stoic rule is to live each day as if it were your last. Not with recklessness, but with clarity and purpose. Life is fragile. Tomorrow is never promised. Marcus Aurelius wrote to himself, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think. When you embrace this truth, every moment becomes precious, and trivial worries lose their grip. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think. These are not words of despair, but of urgency. They are a call to strip away distractions and live in alignment with what truly matters. For the emperor, death was not a threat, it was a teacher. A reminder to focus on virtue, not vanity. Think of a soldier on the eve of battle. He sharpens his sword, writes a final letter, and gazes at the rising sun, aware this may be his last dawn. This awareness does not weaken him, it strengthens him. Each action becomes deliberate, infused with meaning. Marcus Aurelius, surrounded by war, lived with the same awareness. Instead of fearing the end, he used it to sharpen his focus on the present. Today, living as if each day were your last means putting your phone down and looking someone in the eyes. It means writing the words you've delayed, saying the gratitude you've kept silent, taking the step you've feared. It means refusing to waste another hour in resentment. Imagine the power of a life where every day is treated as a sacred gift. How much stronger, kinder, and freer you would become. The third Stoic rule: do not let anger control you. Anger may rise, but it must never rule. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily that rage blinds judgment, poisons relationships, and leaves regret. He wrote, "How much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the causes of it." To be stoic is not to suppress anger, but to transform it into patience, clarity, and strength. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "How much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the causes of it." These words are a reminder that the spark that ignites anger often fades quickly, but the destruction it leaves can last for years. A rash word spoken in fury may wound deeper than any sword. A decision made in rage may ruin what patience could have saved. Imagine a general leading his army. An insulted officer lashes out, demanding revenge. The general pauses. If he acts in anger, he risks the lives of thousands. Instead, he breathes, weighs the choice, and answers with strategy, not rage. Marcus Aurelius, surrounded by betrayals and deceit, knew this discipline well. His strength as emperor was not in striking quickly, but in restraining his fury until wisdom spoke louder. And today, you too will face insults, frustrations, and unfairness. You cannot prevent them, but you can choose your response. The next time anger rises, pause and breathe. Ask, will this matter tomorrow? Will this matter a year from now? If not, release it. Let your strength be found in patience. For anger makes you a slave, but patience makes you unshakable. The fourth Stoic rule is to value your time as your most precious resource. Wealth can be lost and regained. Status can rise and fall. But time, once spent, is gone forever. Marcus Aurelius warned himself, "Do not waste the remainder of your life in thoughts about others, when you are not thinking with reference to some common good." To waste time on gossip, envy, or regret is to waste life itself. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Do not waste the remainder of your life in thoughts about others, when you are not thinking with reference to some common good." His point is simple: your attention is your life. If you give it to distraction, you sacrifice your purpose. But if you give it to virtue, to creation, to what matters, you multiply your life many times over. Imagine a wealthy man counting his coins while his health fades, his children grow distant, and his days slip by. He thought he owned time, but in truth, time owned him. Meanwhile, the philosopher, though poor, invests every moment in learning, serving, and living. Marcus Aurelius, burdened by empire, guarded his time fiercely. He knew that to lose a coin was nothing, but to lose an hour was everything. And for us today, valuing time means saying no to endless scrolling, no to empty conversations, and no to living on autopilot. It means guarding your mornings, protecting your focus, and pouring your energy into what truly matters. Ask yourself daily, if today were my last, is this how I would spend it? Time is not waiting. Neither should you. The fifth Stoic rule is this: seek virtue, not approval. The crowd's opinion shifts like the wind. Today they praise you. Tomorrow they curse you. If you live by their applause, you will die by their silence. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." True freedom comes when you measure yourself not by others' judgment, but by your own integrity. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." These words expose our weakness. We let strangers on the street, critics online, and voices we barely know dictate our worth. But Stoicism calls us back to self-respect, to live by principle, not by popularity. Imagine an artist painting in solitude. The world ignores him, critics mock him. Yet he paints, not for approval, but because beauty demands to be born. Years later, his work inspires generations. Marcus Aurelius too lived surrounded by voices, senators, generals, courtiers, but he refused to let their praise or scorn sway his soul. His measure was not applause, but virtue. That is why his words still shine when the names of flatterers have long turned to dust. And so today, ask yourself, are you chasing likes or living by principles? Do you silence your truth for fear of rejection? The Stoic path is not to be liked, but to be good. Post with honesty, work with integrity, speak with courage, even if no one applauds. Approval fades, but character endures. Build your life on that foundation, and you will be unshakable. The sixth Stoic rule is this: turn obstacles into opportunities. Life will always present difficulties, delays, losses, betrayals. You cannot choose the obstacles, but you can choose how to use them. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." When the path is blocked, it forces you to grow stronger, wiser, more creative. The obstacle is not your enemy, it is your teacher. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." These words are a radical invitation. Instead of asking, "Why me?" the Stoic asks, "How can I use this?" Every delay is a lesson in patience. Every betrayal, a lesson in trust and resilience. Every loss, a lesson in gratitude. Obstacles, rightly seen, are not blockages, they are bridges. Imagine a river meeting a great boulder. It does not stop. It bends, flows around, carves new channels, and in time, wears the rock itself away. Marcus Aurelius lived through plagues, wars, and endless burdens of rule. Each obstacle that threatened to break him became the very force that shaped his greatness. He did not curse the boulders, he flowed around them, until even stone obeyed his patience. For you today, obstacles might be rejection, failure, or uncertainty. Do not see them as dead ends. See them as new roads. Lost a job? Now is the chance to build skills or pursue a dream. Faced with heartbreak? Now is the chance to learn strength and self-respect. Whatever blocks your way can also build your way. If you dare to shift your perspective, remember, the obstacle is the way. The seventh Stoic rule is to live in harmony with nature and reason. To the Stoics, nature was not just trees and rivers. It was the order of the universe, the rhythm of life itself. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, "Live in accord with nature, and you will never be poor." When we fight against reality, we suffer. When we align with reason, virtue, and the natural flow of life, we find peace. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Live in accord with nature, and you will never be poor." These words call us back to simplicity. We do not need endless possessions to be fulfilled. We need alignment with reason, with virtue, with the natural limits of life. The emperor knew that the more we demand from life, the more restless we become. But when we accept nature's pace, we discover sufficiency. Picture a farmer sowing seeds. He cannot command the rain, nor rush the harvest. But he works with the rhythm of nature, planting in season, reaping in season. If he demands instant fruit, he starves. But if he accepts the flow, he thrives. Marcus Aurelius governed the empire with this same wisdom, not forcing life, but guiding it with patience, reason, and respect for the natural order. And for us today, this rule means slowing down in a world of speed. It means eating with gratitude, working with purpose, resting without guilt. It means aligning with reason instead of impulse, with discipline instead of chaos. Live as part of the greater whole, not as if the universe were your servant. When you flow with nature, you will discover that you already have enough, and that you yourself are enough. You have now walked through 7 rules of Stoic wisdom. Control what you can, live each day fully, master your anger, value your time, seek virtue over approval, turn obstacles into opportunities, and align with nature. These are not just ancient sayings, they are living practices. Marcus Aurelius faced storms greater than ours, yet these rules gave him serenity. And they can give the same to you. Remember this: strength is not found in controlling the world, but in mastering yourself. You cannot silence the storms, but you can become the calm within them. You cannot stop time, but you can honor every breath. The Stoics did not promise comfort, they promised freedom. And freedom begins when you realize nothing outside can chain you, unless you consent. Here is your challenge. For the next 7 days, choose one Stoic rule each day and live by it. Write it down in a journal. Reflect in the evening. Did I live this truth today? Did I falter? Did I rise again? These small daily acts will build an unshakable foundation. Philosophy is not theory, it is practice. The rules only work when you do. This is the gift of Stoicism, not escape from life, but mastery within it. Take these 7 rules, carry them with you, and become stronger than the storms. This is Stoic Miracles, strength for the uncertain future.